I said, let me dress like Elton John and David Bowie and Lady Gaga all in one.
I don't know where you're seeing those references in this look, but I mean... Cheers!
Welcome to Cheers to That podcast, episode 3 with Andy.
And Willa. Headphone users, we are so sorry. We are sorry. This is what we do. We've decided that we are here to kill people.
Oh my God. Insane.
She is losing her mind over there. Everyone, welcome back to episode 3.
Welcome.
At this point, you've seen us be stupid twice.
Literally
and
twice.
Here we are, number 3.
And here we are, episode 3, ready to go.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I mean, can we just...
Guys, let's give it up for the outfit. Is anyone clapping?
I'll stand up again.
Yeah, stand up in the wide shot. Let them see it. Let them see it. And the crowd goes mild.
The crowd goes mute.
There is... Hazel can't even bother to meow at that.
Hazel is just...
gooning over here on this jacket.
Not gooning.
Gooning on Andy Sober 16 jacket.
Literally, can we cancel the word goon?
No, we can't.
I hate it.
We can't because it's funny.
I hate it.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We're here. This is episode 3. We are yet again in the pod lab.
We are in the pod universe.
We have
here.
New drinks. We have a new outfit, new hair. Even Andy decided to dress up not like a waiter today. So
or a trash bag.
So we really are honing in.
I said this is a very special episode because it's all about me.
Yeah, and I have a whole checklist of things, so we're really going to get into the nitty-gritty of why Andy is so dysfunctional.
So gay.
Yeah.
I said, let me dress like Elton John and David Bowie and Lady Gaga all in one.
I don't know where you're seeing those references in this look, but I mean... Yeah,
nip slip.
This is disgusting. We do have a nip slip.
Blur it out because they do not pay for this.
They're not paying for it. Go check out his OnlyFans at
it's
the Fuzzy Otter or whatever.
Fuzzy Otter? Oh my God! Wait, should I dox my OnlyFans name?
No,
it's not active anymore.
What is it? Oh wait, yeah, sure. What is it?
So it was called. What did you call me, Fuzzy Otter?
Yeah.
No, it was Italian Boy Otter.
All right, and that's been the episode. Thank you so much. Everyone, go not follow Andy on his canceled OnlyFans.
You know what? Let's talk about OnlyFans for a second. It was a good run. Let's just say that. For
who? For who?
For me. You know what? Because at that time, I was trying to revisit my sexuality and figure out, what I liked.
And did you leave her behind? Because I really hope you did.
Well, yeah. It's dry as up in here. So
it's the Sahara.
Like,
it's the Atacama Desert.
We definitely left her behind.
It's the Atacama Desert.
And that's the episode.
Anyway, we should
Let's get our beverage.
Let's get our bevy. I think we do at the top of every episode. We should get a bevy.
Yes, we are thirsty AF.
As you can see,
it is Thirsty Thursday, by the way.
This is probably the Gatorade I was drinking 2 episodes ago at this point, but that's drag.
Honestly,
and that's how time skips work. So,
yeah, and that's that.
But that's not the drink we're drinking today.
Today
we are
drinking
our
Friggy Air. What should we pick today?
Guys, because of the Super Bowl and all the controversy, we are picking Poppies.
Wait, what's the controversy?
Apparently Olipop was like, we don't have to spend millions of dollars to run a Super Bowl ad. I said, Poppies tea.
Wait a second. Olipop?
Poppy, please.
Olipop. This is to you. You.
Yeah, get her, Jade.
Because Olipop had its 15 minutes of fame. 15 seconds of fame.
15 milliseconds.
And Poppy came in right behind and said, you can do soda, I could do it better.
Baby, this
Don't
thing
even
makes
play.
This thing makes me in a good way. In a good way.
We are all about gut health on this podcast. We have GI issues.
And we have and we both bottom. And cheers to that.
Yeah.
So you have to get
me.
You
That's a
literally
problem.
said it on the first episode.
I said it last night to a crowd full of people.
Crowd
I
of
said,
people.
They said
60,
"What's-"
70 people.
I said, no, it was like 100 of us. They said, what's your position? And I said, 100% bottom. Thank you very much.
Bottom bonk.
Yeah, and this is also a PSA for any tops out there. I am single.
And honestly,
I
already know I'm going to like this, so cheers to
cheers to
bitch.
Poppy cherry limeade.
It's the What else came out my nose?
Yo. Cherry
sexy.
limeade
Oh.
to match my cherry red outfit. Cherry boom boom. Poppy.
Papi chulo. I'm Puerto Rican. I can say it. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Come for the no nail, but don't come for me.
Flick off my camera, and you can't even be. You're not even seen. Get out.
Okay,
right.
so let's do our. Honestly, we
Clock
both
the
wear a
shoe. Oh,
Wait.
put your shoe down, you scuff.
Some of us like to perform. Some of us are entertaining to the people. So what are we doing today?
I did a 15-minute Gaga number. Don't come from
The way that it was
16-minute,
17 minutes and you keep saying 15, 16.
because I want to be modest. Should we get into our normal upfront topics today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm trying to think.
What are you dumping today?
Lack of communication. Lack of communication.
Did we already dump that?
No, you dumped out you dumped out dating apps. You dumped out
the
that.
communication
I'm
on
talking
dating
about
apps.
specifically with people. And I'm talking about dumping out leading people on. I'm talking dumping out not saying what you actually want or what you actually need. And I know you talked about it in the context of dating apps, but I'm talking in the context of somebody that you've been talking to for quite some time. That I know is hurting you. I know that's hurting you. Ripping
one
out,
by one.
plucking out. You're gonna be literally waxed by the end of this
I'm
episode.
gonna be a twink after this.
Baby, and nobody's ever said that to you.
Nobody ever said that, and no one ever will. You old. That's what
So
they say.
I just want to dump out that
Yeah.
like the lack of communication or
Between-
the disconnect or just something is 2 + 2 is not equaling 4 in this universe right now.
We
and
need to be on the same page.
We have
of
to be.
people. Yeah.
I've been saying this since I was probably maybe 23.
Oh.
Well, since my ex, which maybe we'll get into next episode, but during my interview,
We have to.
we have to. But there is T where I've been saying probably since I was 23 that I'm over the over the drama. I don't want to play games. So when it comes to people showing interest, I'm like, I will say after hanging out 4 or 5 times, I'll be like, we're not saying the L word. We're just like, I will say I like hanging out with you or I'm interested in you. I will be very clear from the jump what kind of intentions I have. Mm-hmm. And I always like to preface additionally where I'm like, I'm interested in the hanging out. I'm interested in the video games. I'm interested in the board games, the going to shows, doing
nerdy
things.
Stuff.
But I'm also interested in the romantic stuff. I'm interested in the
Yes.
sexual stuff. And I like to preface it because I'm so sick of people seemingly going down a path where they're like, I'm going to spend this time and energy because I know what I want to get at the end goal. Mm-hmm. Or like, and whether that's like sex or they're like, oh, I just want to have a friend to like go to things with. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm on all the pathways. I'm feeling, if I'm interested in you in all aspects, I will tell you each way I'm interested in hanging out with you or being around you. And I'm just really getting agitated that I feel like men right now are currently in this era where we are failing to just express exactly what we're looking to do. And then when they meet somebody like me who has it together in some regards, I mean, I'm a mess, but
full mess.
has at least the communication aspect. Like, I have trauma, like we'll talk about it at some point, but I'm ready to say what I want and what I need. And if you think that that's abrasive or too much, or you're not interested in that, or you need to go slower than that, baby, the door is is directly in front of me.
Don't let it hit
It's
you on
directly
the
in front of
way
me and
out.
right behind you.
Exactly. And can I just say that...
Take the glasses
Yeah,
off.
I had to take the glasses
dramatic.
again. Dramatic. I don't know what it is but I feel like when I first came out and started going on like dating apps and just talking to people, there was a lot more like I want to go on a date and people like communicating, and now I feel like there's just this long span of people that don't know how to say what they want.
Yes.
And I don't know if it is technology or if it just like it really is ingraining, but like I used to go on like dates with people, not very many, but
yeah, I feel like when we started hanging out as friends, I was like, oh, she's going on dates like once every other week with different people, and then they don't like they're not,
even
they
if
don't
they're
line
out,
up with what you want,
even if they're out of town or just like 1 or 2 dates. I was like, going on them like very like I would say like maybe one every like 3 to 4 months, like, so it wasn't like crazy, but like now there's just no one can hold a conversation. So and if you ask someone what they want, they have no fucking clue. I'm like, you got to do some soul searching here. Like, we got to figure it out. At least like, what are your intentions with
What are your intentions with my daughter?
Yeah.
No, I totally agree. That is something I just wanted to rant about briefly because it's becoming somewhat annoying because we were just talking about it upstairs as I was getting ready. It's this idea of like, listen, not to be like,
tell the people.
Not listen. Okay, I'll tell you right to my camera. Hi, camera. Not to be uppity about myself because I've not always felt this way about myself. But girl, I'm booked, blessed, and highly favored. Let me speak on it. I have a full-time job. I'm asked to do choreography for a local production that a friend of mine is working on. We're doing this. We're doing various types of gigs all over
out of town,
out of state. And I'm not trying to be like, whatever, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
And when I say this, and I spend time and I'm interested in somebody, if I'm giving you that time and that energy and the respect to communicate what I have going on, like, please give it back. Because at the end of the day, there are hundreds of other things I probably need to be doing with that time that I would rather be spending with you. And if that doesn't align with what you want, we need to be on the same page. Because respectfully, Angie and I only hang out for this. It's just like some of your other favorite people. Like, we have our gigs, we see each other on the weekends. He doesn't like come over and hang out and like watch TV with me like during the weekdays. Neither do really any of my drag family. We see each other on the weekends.
We do we hang out around things in the community. Like, yes. We hang out around the queer events, and because like we do so much of that,
yes.
So we see each other all the time, and we just have fun while we're doing those things that the other times we need to be alone.
We need to. and then I'm like, so the weekdays when I get home at 7:45 or 7:30 and I'm here for 3 hours before I have to start getting ready to go to bed to do it all over again 4 days a week, like,
if I'm giving you that time,
I want to give you that. It's like, if you're a person and I'm interested and I want to give you that time, no, I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
If you want to be my friend, which I love having friends, don't get me wrong. I will see you at the gig. I will see you at the bar on the weekend like I see every other one of my friends. And if you want to be like my non-drag friends, hi Kaylee, hi Rachel, I love you guys so much. If you watch this, you probably don't, but
yes,
Kaylee
they
and Rachel,
do. Everyone literally watches
they
this.
probably cannot literally
This
stand
is the
to
number
to
one podcast in
all
Buffalo. Categories.
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
They know. It's like I see them for some.
Are you?
That's crazy. Juicebox who? You don't even know the reference.
What?
You don't even know the reference. Juicebox. Drag.
Oh.
And I don't see them all that often, but we go to concerts sometimes, and I see them maybe once every couple months. And those are my girlies from high school. Yeah. I love them to death, and I would do anything for them. Yeah. But those are still some of my best friends, and I don't see them that often. So no, I don't want to have a close friendship with you where I've been sexually interested in you or romantically interested in you, and then we pull away. Like, no, you don't get to have my time like that.
Yeah, sorry. It's just we have too much going on, too much things like.
And how many times has it happened? And how many times in life has that happened? I mean, for me, hundreds at this point.
Oh, I mean, for me, honestly, like I could,
I mean, it's probably not 100, but it's definitely
more than 10
like
for me in the
it's
last.
like a number where like I could probably get up to 10 and then continue to lose count.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's too many. It's that's the thing is like we can be friends, but we're not going to be close. If I'm spending this time and energy with you right now and it's not leading to something, be prepared for it to be removed.
And you know what? Cheers to that.
We're dumping that out, but we're also cheersing to it. And see, when you need a stiff drink like we just did, drink a poppy. Do not skip the alcoholic
And if
beverage.
you need something stiff, drink a poppy.
See, and that's trash.
Wow, that was
what
a
are you
good one.
dumping out?
I like
so
that one
passionate.
from a dumping to a cheersing. I did like that.
I was so emboldened. We were talking about it earlier, and I knew it was what I was probably gonna say, but
Yeah.
I had to. What are you dumping out?
So I want to get to what I'm cheersing to, so I'm gonna dump out on the way here. You know when it's like snowing and slushy out and a car whizzes by you
Yeah.
and then their car basically like jizzes on your car?
Yeah.
I hate that.
And you know what? We had a deep thing to dump out. We had a shallow thing to dump out.
Yeah, I
and
said balance.
balance, baby.
Balance.
We are about balance. Balenciaga.
So I want to get to what we're cheersing to.
Listen up.
It's
you
different.
people out there, hello, I'm looking at the cameras.
Oh, God. She's
Always
addressing
the people. If we dump out or cheers to something again for a second time,
Literally,
no.
it's our fucking pod.
First off, it's our pod. We do whatever we want. Second, it's in my house. I do what I want.
Yeah.
And
It's my pussy. I can do what I want.
exactly. And, but if we cheers or dump out the same thing twice, always know that it's almost always from a different context.
Correct, because we're doing
something
this
is
week
going
by
to
week.
have happened that's going to
Yeah.
make me want to dump it out again.
And you know what? We might dump something out. We might cheers to it the next week, or vice versa.
And
we
that's
might be
tea.
happy about something, and the same thing can piss us off the next week.
And that's tea. And that's tea.
tea.
I will say, I think I want to just cheers to the Buffalo drag community. I mean, there's a lot of nonsense and buffoonery and tomfoolery, which we can
Craziness,
easily get
chaos.
into. There's some certain people on the interwebs right now who are fucking irrelevant, who like to say shit about some of my amazing drag siblings.
And can you name names?
You know what? I will, because she's literally irrelevant. Or whoever the fuck you want to go by at this point.
Wait, I don't even know who that is.
Exactly. She
Wait.
used to run one of the burlesque troupes that many of my favorite burlesquers and now drag and also drag performers were a part of. And
In Buffalo?
and it was in Buffalo, and it is completely defunct and irrelevant. Now they started their own company instead without her, and she's a mess. She's a mess of a human being, and I just need her to know. But
But I want to know the
I
tea.
need her to know, because she posted some shit about on Facebook, and she was like, LOL, blah, 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 you're trash. Like, you have to do bad female drag, blah, 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 whatever. The way the entire community was like, go fuck yourself. They were like, she's amazing. She serves as a boy, as a burlesque. She does drag king. She just recently did drag queen at a show instead, and then has been a burlesquer for a long time. And amazing in all forms.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, this is really the first time I did femme makeup. Better than half the other bitches. Better than when I started, that's for sure, because she's been
Wow.
doing king makeup for a while. So it's
And
like,
throw a picture of Willa when she started.
right here. Because it's bad. Don't get me wrong. It's bad. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Well
It's about
said.
progress. It's about growth. We'll put it right here.
And
Holding space. Holding space for my bad
holding
drag.
space for this. I love that went from a cheers to a dump.
Well, that's tea.
See?
Because it's gonna go, because it's coming back around to
Yeah.
a cheers. Because first off, fuck that bitch for saying jack anything, acting like she's relevant.
No, you
and
know what it is?
cheers to my good
Yes.
Judy, sibling in all forms, because they're doing drag in multiple gendered forms and burlesque.
Buffalo queers in general, and
Yes.
specifically drag, I think is just very tight knit. We all everyone really rallies around each other. Specifically drag people. I
Yes.
think that everyone has each other's backs, and always welcoming in new people that are nice. We try to be nice and everything, and I just think that any negative shit, you can literally take it and go
somewhere else. Go to Rochester.
I was just gonna,
Go to Rochester with that negative shit.
go to somewhere else.
Go to
Yeah.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Syracuse. I love Rochester and I love Syracuse, but like, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because that's some bullshit energy that we don't play with here.
Exactly.
And that leads me into the actual like reason I was going to cheers to this is coming out obviously like 2 weeks after this happens.
Yeah.
But we just went and supported, of course, our sisters Vanna, Daphne, and K-Bod at the Queen of Hearts ball thrown by the one and the only 26. You know, pretty much one of our, I mean, it's literally our favorite bar.
This is our home.
That's home.
Home away from
That's
home.
literally home.
Like, if anyone doesn't feel like, you know, comfortable in their home life, 26
is tea.
We
26
love
is
them
so
so
tea.
much. They are our family and friends.
And we love everybody that works there. Amanda, Zach, Tom, everybody. We just I'm obsessed with everybody. And the thing is the show that they put on, where the one and only, of course, Miss Corey King, Queen of the Kingdom.
Yeah, she's
from RuPaul's Drag Race
so good.
season 17.
She did a Lady Gaga mega mix, and I said,
"Don't play."
This is my favorite girl. This is my favorite person.
It was so good. She performed. She killed it. She was awesome. We saw her in DC when we were in DC. She said she remembered me. So, hi, Corey King. Love you. We love Corey King. Love Corey King.
I hate you.
But the show, the ball that we went to, Queen of Hearts ball. I mean, everybody.
I was wearing this.
Decked out. Girls, even the girls who didn't come in drag, the boys who didn't come in drag,
Everyone
were coming
had
in.
outfits.
They had outfits.
Queen
looks,
of Hearts
stunting.
outfits.
Everyone in red
Black,
and pink
white.
and black and like maybe weird, like, oh my God. It was just gorgeous. And we got like pictures of a bunch of the community members, like all of us together that were in drag.
And we're never in the same. Everyone in the community, whether you're a drag person or not, all of us queers are never like really in the same room at the same time.
At least on mass,
on
like
weekends.
that.
Yeah, like on weekends, we just like some of us go to the bars, some of us split at the 2 bars. You know, so it's like we're never all at an event for an extended amount of time together. Yeah. So that's cool.
So it really felt like something about it. I mean, good energy, good vibes. I mean, there were people who paid for tickets. They were there. They were, you know, being supportive of the show and of their own accord, like random queers from the community. But it was really the
random queers.
True. I mean, and straight people, but random queers for the community and straight people. But
what we said last time, if you're straight,
you're gay. And it just, I don't know, something about the community just makes me feel so like it was seeing everybody there and like all easily gathering everybody in the room, like that was in drag to go get pictures. Like I wanted to do that, but I was like, I don't know if anybody wants to do that. It just was, it was right. It felt right. It felt like
right
this,
and tight.
It felt like this is what the community is supposed to be about.
And cheers to that.
So this, I would like to introduce to you, of course, the one and only, the owner of Sober 16, the biggest, baddest, boofiest bottom in Buffalo.
Boofiest?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm just making up words. I'm gay. I can say whatever I want. Please, everyone, clap a thunderous round of applause for the one and only Mr. Andy Mocktail himself.
Thank you so much for having me.
At my own house. At my own house.
Oh my God, I love it.
In the chairs that you bought in my own house.
Literally, I bought all of the items.
And then I paid you my split, so don't play.
My split.
Okay, everybody, so here's the tea. We're going to start off the interview by doing what Andy said, which is first you're going to find out what he's cheersing to today, and then I have a list of questions that I wrote down the other day at work while I was just brainstorming.
Not doing anything.
Okay, so I would like to have Andy tell us what he is cheersing to this week as the first question. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's a little late because we are filming this episode in advance. However, we, of course, have to cheers to Abracadabra. A masterpiece.
I do know the words, but I'm trying to not have it copyrighted.
Having a seizure.
Are you good? Do you need some Kepler?
No, I'm not good. After
literally dying because he's not good.
After that music video, I was on the floor, mouth agape.
And she knows a little something about gaping. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what.
I texted everyone that is a Gaga stan, and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
It's literally so cheesy.
It's so good. So I'm cheersing to LG7. I'm also cheersing to the fact that we are throwing a LG7 album release party the week after the album drops. So if you are listening to this, which you are, you better buy tickets. Tickets are only $10.
Yeah, it'll come out. It'll come out in February. This episode will come out in February.
Yeah, so you get your tickets now because we're gonna have the best time listening to the full album from start to finish.
And I'd like to address the elephant in the room. This fucking bitch playing with the goddamn curtains.
I was gonna say, are you calling me fat?
No. And welcome back.
Thanks for having me. We would never make it as news people.
Never.
Oh, okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
so here we are. I have a list of questions. They are in no particular order. These are just random things that I think we want the people may want to know. Why don't you tell us, first off, what your family is made up of? Tell us a little bit about thefam.com.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to dox them.
These are questions. I have not seen the questions.
Not one. He didn't even want to look at them earlier. When
I said surprise me. All right, so my immediate family, parents are divorced.
Love.
Of course.
Of course.
Like everyone
gay,
else.
child of divorce. Who would have thought?
Yeah, exactly. I have 3 other brothers, so there's 4 boys in my family.
Horrific.
And yes.
Sorry for your mom.
Yeah, everyone says that, and then she always goes like, I love my 4 boys. Mom, you're watching this probably.
Well, you're her daughter, so.
Yes, I literally say that. That's so funny. She goes, yeah, I just never, I was trying for a girl, and I was like, well, you kind of got one. So I have 2 older brothers, and then I'm the middle child, and then I have a younger brother, and just a big Italian family. I'm the only gay one in my entire family.
Extended family, too?
Extended family.
Yeah.
That I know of. My mom said I had a gay great uncle or something like that, and she's like, that's probably where you got the gay gene.
She said that to you?
Yeah.
Like that ass? Was she serious?
Oh, yeah. This was back in the day.
That's crazy. That's crazy that she said
Yeah,
that.
mom is very supportive of me being gay. She comes to the Pride Festival. She's comes to
her.
all
She's
my
fierce.
events. She's like she really went from
Staunch.
changing, like growing up Catholic in an Italian household, classic, to like really like questioning her religion and things like that. And it was so funny the first time seeing her at a pride parade, and she was like walking with us but on the sidewalk, and she was like, it was so cute. But yeah, that's a little bit about my family.
What was childhood like for you? How was that?
So
Like, keep it brief.
yeah.
But keep it brief.
Literally don't even talk.
Just like a little bit. Just a
Okay.
little something. A little sentence or
So my childhood was a lot of playing outside.
Sure.
A lot of creating, music videos with the family camera. A lot of choreographing skits.
Doing numbers.
Doing numbers.
Doing bits. Doing gigs. Doing numbers.
So, and then, getting into like high school, I was in theater. So I was in drama
You don't
club.
say.
I was in drama club while all my brothers were in like football and like sports. So, and I wasn't out, which was crazy. So that's that. And then I went to college and I started drinking a lot, and then came out and then really developed a drinking problem. And then now that I'm sober, I am now doing the exact same thing that I used to do when I was younger.
And baby.
It's full circle.
And baby.
And baby.
That's drag. That's drag.
Yeah.
When did you know you were a queer?
Ooh, 9th grade.
Oh, spill it. Spill tea. Spill tea.
There is a man. Oh, I wonder what he's doing.
You can probably dox him.
I'm not going to.
First name.
But he was a twin, and they were 2 hot twins in high school. And this was the first time I knew I was like I felt those feelings for a real person rather than
a cartoon
like
or something?
yeah or like an actor or like on a TV show or something like that. But I was like, wait a second. I'm 15 and I'm in the locker room, of course, for gym class.
Disgusting.
And he had like the boxer briefs on, and he was like changing, and I just like looked over, and he had this like bubble ass.
That's a child.
Like,
How
no,
dare
no.
you talk
He was probably 17 or 18.
Queer awakenings. I mean, they're always like that.
So he was older, and he was like a football player, and I just was like,
aren't they just?
I go, oh my god,
I hope
this
you're
is, huh?
Go ahead.
This I was like, it was insane. I was like, that's something's happening to me, and then, yeah, that was like the first time I really knew. But the first time I like kind of like, if I look back, it was probably Power Rangers, the white Power Ranger, Tommy.
Oh, Tommy.
The long hair, and I used to pretend that I was Kimberly, so that he would like I'm a damsel.
You know what the crazy part about that is? The Blue Ranger was actually gay, and he got doxxed from the show because of it. Did you not know that?
That's the tea.
We'll have to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
later.
We're going to have a full Power Rangers episode.
Oh, my God. Gag. I used to watch Dino Thunder. I used to watch the Magic one, the Mystic Force. I used to watch... Andrew has left the chat. He is so aghast.
Wait. This is something we've just learned about each other that we've, really dove into.
We have
Power
to dive...
Rangers.
We'll dive into it. Episode 7 or something. We'll be... cheers to Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, let's see. Okay, this is a good one. I hope you're getting ideas for next week from me. What is your deepest but funniest or unserious secret? I don't actually want to know your deepest secret. I want to know something that's I just want to know something that's a secret but funny.
A secret?
Yeah.
I'm like an open book, kind of. I don't really have secrets.
Do you feel like do you have a deep, dark, funny secret?
A deep,
Is there something you haven't said that you're this is fucking hilarious, but it makes me look stupid or something?
I would say that I don't really do this too much anymore, and I don't know if it's funny necessarily, but I have full-blown conversations with myself.
Oh, sure.
One time I was in the car and I was talking out loud because I'm someone who I'm gonna take these off.
She's getting serious.
No, but I'm someone who needs to talk out loud to think. I don't think inside my head too much. I to really dive into an issue. I have to say it. I'm
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know if is that called something?
No.
Okay.
It's called psychotic.
Yeah.
You could come see me at work, but
wait for this. So I'm in the car driving, and I was probably 25, and I was talking out loud of something a problem. I was figuring it out in my head, and I was saying it out loud, and then I answered myself in the car. So then I so I answered myself, and then I go, holy shit. I just answered my own problem. So I feel I thought I was schizophrenic. I was really concerned. So I don't know if that's funny or sad.
Hilarious. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I literally was wow, I just had a full-blown exchange and I resolved the issue. Mm-hmm. And then it turned meta where I figured I saw it and I go, do I have multi-personality disorder? I was scared.
I mean, we can get into it next week, and you should ask me about it, but there is an instance where I knew the depression was really bad that was almost akin to something like that.
Yes.
But
we're talking
from
about that.
my perspective, it was actually something, as a medical person, it was something I recognized that I went, oh, this wasn't just talking to myself, because people do that, to work through problems. It was bad. You should bring it up next week.
Oh, we will. Mental health tomorrow, next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. One of these questions was, what fandom were you obsessed with as a kid? And we already talked about Power Rangers.
Oh my God.
But rattle them off. Don't get in deep. Obsessions.
Power Rangers. Three Ninjas. If you're old enough for that, probably not. Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Go ahead.
The Three Ninjas. Oh, that's also could be a queer awakening, honestly. Three Ninjas. The millennials will get it.
Okay, I'm 97, so
yeah, Power Rangers, Three Ninjas. A lot of Disney Channel movies, of course.
You were DCOM.
I'm a DCOM girl.
DCOM.com.
I am not a Nickelodeon. Sorry. But I did love the Amanda Show, those skits shows and stuff like that.
Love the dark secrets behind that show.
What was the question?
The fandoms that you're obsessed with. Well, you got it.
Fandoms. Yeah. And then just regular Britney Spears, pop music and stuff like that, obviously.
So this is non-specific. Where did you go to school and what was your major?
Oh, okay. So high school, I went to Clarence.
Disgusting.
I know.
I have anything to say about that. I went to NT. I mean, girl, be so.
Yeah, come on. No, yeah. So we can get into high school vibes another episode, but yeah. So I went to Buff State, so I stayed local.
You went to butt stuff?
Not in college.
No tea. That's what
Literally
the girls.
not in
That's what the girls
college.
call it. Kaylee, you know the girls.
We'll talk
butt
about.
stuff.
God, we have so much to talk about. I feel like, but yeah, went to Buff State for media production, communications. However, I did not use it literally until now. So
then you started going on the news. Then you started
and
doing
then I started
shows.
like producing my own shit, and now I'm a household name.
You're in my household.
I have a name, and I am in your household.
You have a name. It's right there behind me. And you're in my house. So, yes, a household name.
God, isn't it fun to have a healthy amount of delusion?
Yeah, because I see people with bad amounts of delusion on the daily.
And you go, you're good.
You're good. We'll help you. Let's see. Oh, wait, maybe we'll skip.
Do you have a deep one?
I do have a deep one.
I want to cry.
Okay. Did we have this conversation? I think we had this conversation in the car, but I wanted to readdress it on the pod. On the car to New York City, I want to say.
Oh, I love the car to New York City.
Okay. Everyone here that's watching probably knows at least about the conceptual idea of the multiverse. If you watch Marvel, you know. If you watch certain sci-fi things, you know. The idea that the multiverse is that this is just one of infinite possible universes, usually all dictated by certain events going one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a conversation before. I believe it was with you, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
It was. Because you're remembering this what
Mm-hmm.
this was. So the idea is, if this is not your ideal universe, if what is going on currently is not the perfect universe for you,
Okay.
what do you think is your ideal universe, and what is yourself in that ideal universe doing?
Okay. So if this is not my ideal universe, which it's not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm making it my ideal universe.
Well, that's don't get us wrong. We're prefacing.
Yeah.
We
love this universe.
We love the universe we're in. I love what we're doing.
Yeah.
There are plenty of regrets, plenty of choices that I think we would have both made differently.
I have no ragrats.
Raggarts.
Fagrats. No. Wait, so my ideal universe would be, obviously, if I came out earlier.
Okay.
And I it's not a regret, but it's always like a damn. Like I feel like sometimes right now, being 32, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have done this a little earlier.
Yeah.
Because like I see like some people like, you know, starting like entertainment stuff or starting like podcasts or starting like just like they're like knowing themselves like young mid-20s, and I'm like, even though that's not so long ago, I'm like, damn, like that would have been good because then at this point I feel really good, but I'm like just starting out and like I would want to be where I, you know, at a different level.
Sure.
So I would have probably like skipped college.
Oh, interesting.
Honestly,
Okay.
because college was literally nothing to me.
Period.
I blacked it out, literally.
Hazel, what do you have to say to that?
Yeah. Hazel's like, we know.
We know. Girl, we done been new.
Yeah, so I wasn't like, even when I wasn't drinking in college, like I was like just so like not in it. Like,
Engaged with it, yeah.
I dormed for the first year and like left halfway through to go back home because I like needed to work because I didn't have my parents like sending me money. And so
Clock that tea.
yeah, because like a lot of people that were like doing internships and getting their like inside their careers and stuff, they had their parents paying for their college, so like they didn't have to work so that they could do internships. And like that was like honestly like the biggest, like if I could change the universe, I would say skip college, figure out a way to get internships, and do what I want to do, because like I knew I wanted to be in like reality TV production, something with like entertainment, but
media.
I never could do it because I didn't have money to sustain my lifestyle, which is just living and
barely existing.
And all of my like friends in college, like and I look at like my little brother Mitch, like he was able to like, I don't know how he did this, but good for him. Like he was like they're able to do all these internships and then build a portfolio, and then like right out of college they were able to like get their jobs, and like so like that was like not a regret, but like I would definitely change that, and then I would be a huge reality TV star right now.
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I would be owning my own television production company.
Period. Okay. Definitely we'll check back next week for my responses to that same question because I feel like that is
That's
such
a
a good one
That's
to
a good
like
one. We're keeping
readdress
that.
because I have several things I would say about that.
And I would have a lot more sex.
Well,
This is a
ideal universe
This is a hypothetical universe
where I could do anything
because we're changing this universe because that's not happening.
Oh, guys, it's the third episode and we really can't stress enough how much we don't get anything. Anyway, on to the next question.
I'm blushing.
How many minutes do we have left?
5-ish.
We only have 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
We're going to have to just do a third.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'm sweating from that sex answer.
Okay. Is there a person in your life that you feel is in theory the one that got away?
Wow. Yes. I wish the situation was different.
Is it the one I'm thinking about?
Yeah.
Wait, which country? Spain?
Spain.
Yeah. Okay, I thought so.
And if you're watching this,
hi, we miss you.
you're cute.
That is literally exactly who this question was about. Can I tell you? I was like absolutely certain
that I would say that.
that you were gonna say that.
Yeah, because they were just like perfectly like when we met, perfectly like vibed together, and perfectly vibed and perfectly like meshed, but the situation was just not able to be pursued. And it's like unfortunate.
Yeah.
So it's not someone who got away, but it's like unfortunate.
Do you have to take another break?
In a couple minutes. We have like one more simple question. If you have.
I think they're all deep. Oh, there's a couple. Cats or dogs?
Ooh. So.
She's going to crown us into a whole fucking thing. Oh my God.
I just love to chat. So I was a dog person for my entire life, but recently over the past couple of years, I've met all different cats that act like dogs, and now I'm a cat person.
Work.
I do love dogs, but now I'm both.
Okay, he's a 1 out of 10, but very funny and engaging.
No,
he's a 10 out of 10, but the most boring person you've ever met.
Okay, that's too extreme. Can you change the numbers?
Probably like
do the 10 out of 10 one, but the
like
one
a
is
5.
Okay.
Like a 5 out of 10, but like hilarious and like funny and like engaging.
And a 10 out of 10, but so boring.
I mean, you've met those people.
Oh,
we've met these people.
The 5 for sure.
Yeah.
I will take a little like less model-esque like attractive,
sure.
like which I don't get. Like I'm not like.
Well, you were catfish, remember?
Oh, I'm always catfished.
No, you are the catfish. Remember from the first episode?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have a couple good ones, and then we're gonna get into this back and forth about certain flags because that was the thing I wanted to get to.
Yes.
And I think that's really like the last like real good set of questions that I have. So before we get to that, is there a talent that you wish you had? And we're not talking superpower.
Yeah. Regular person talent.
Like a regular talent that if you maybe had started when you were younger, it would be like your thing that you could do.
Yes. The first one is singing. So I do have a decent voice. However, I was in like chorus since 4th grade, and then in high school I got to chorale, which is like the elite group. There was like 3 different groups. And then on top of that, I was in vocal jazz, which is like this really elite group. So I was always somebody who like had perfect pitch, but like never had the solo because I was just like not putting myself out there. Now I'm on fucking stage and shit, so I have a personality, but the voice is not like where I would like it. So that would be like the talent I would have because I really think that with this whole package and a voice, unstoppable. So now I keep myself humble by having just a regular decent voice.
And you know what? It's all about humility here.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get into our last segment. We're doing segments now. We're doing bits and segments.
Okay. You do. You do you.
We're going to talk about red and green flags. We're going to talk what are yours that you exude out into the world and what are what you like and see and receive.
Yep. I already have answers. Yep.
So let's talk about, before we get deep, we'll talk about what you want from others.
Okay.
What are green flags and red flags that are coming to you that you see that way, how you perceive them?
Okay.
So what is some of like the biggest like green flags for you?
Green flags is doesn't take life too seriously.
Okay.
I need to be joking almost all the time. Sorry, I need to be laughing. I laugh a lot, and I need you to make me laugh, and I need you to laugh at and with me.
Because Andy's not funny, so you have to be you have to pull the weight.
See, bitch, you laughing.
Laughing at your pain.
Exactly. I just know how to entertain the crowd. Anyways, so
where is this crowd?
Yeah.
Do we? I don't see them. I don't see the crowd.
They were here in the first episode.
She's not even looking at us.
So definitely doesn't take life too seriously. I would say also, has ambition for what they do. Mm-hmm. It does not matter what you do. You could be a barista all the way up till a CEO.
Sure.
But like you have to like love what you do.
Sure.
Also intentional with your time and doesn't need any time from me, but like wants to hang out. Sure. And like communicating what you want, going back to the beginning of the episode. That's a big
Throwing
one.
Back in the same episode is crazy.
I know. It's like, what are we doing? Are we in the Matrix?
We've been here for 6 hours. Just gaslighting the people. Guys, we record for
days.
We record for days at a time. We sit in these chairs. They're sweaty. They're disgusting.
Literally, I live here, actually.
I sleep right here. Well, there's room now, so.
So I think that just like all of those are like the main green flags that I have. Let's get into some red flags.
What are some red flags that you are being given from men in the community to you?
Okay. Being rude.
Sure.
100%.
Sure.
Is my thing. If you are just wanting to hook up or anything like that, you can still be respectful.
Sure.
And you don't have to be a dickhead.
Yes.
You could literally like I'm definitely someone who's like sex positive and like what doesn't mind casual things.
Yeah.
But I want it with people that are respectful and decent human beings and not just saying crude and nasty things right off the bat.
Absolutely.
So that's definitely one. Another red flag for people is not knowing what you want in life or out of a situation like we talked about. And being too quiet is a red flag for me.
Okay.
I don't know. Red flag, not necessarily a bad thing to be too quiet.
Sure.
But for me, I need someone who can hold their own in a room.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be the life of the party because like I am the one on stage and like being like too much extroverted. But I need you to have a good balance of introvert, extrovert to where like if I did leave you with my family or something, I don't have to worry about you. I know I don't have like too much experience with that because I haven't brought anyone around my family too much.
Clock.
But I have seen. Oh, am I boring you?
Yes. You're hypothetically bringing home somebody even though it'll never happen.
Literally, honestly, if anyone wants to, I have a fun family and we dance around. And
Mish is cool, and your mom's cool.
Exactly.
I haven't met your brothers.
And they would not like you.
Okay. I
hate drag queens.
They hate drag queens.
I'm just kidding.
Good. Thank
They
God.
don't
Me
care.
too. Talking about the positivity of the Buffalo community and me just. Anyway.
But yeah, so I would say red flags. I mean, I'm just like overall vibes. I go off of vibes more than like specific stuff. But
so now we're gonna invert the question.
I have a lot of red flags I could say about myself.
Yes, I agree.
But a lot of green.
So we're gonna let's get into let's do it in the opposite direction so we can end positively.
Okay, good.
Guys, I'm doing production.
Wow.
I'm doing production.
Wow.
You wish you could. Next episode. Literally doing.
I produced this outfit.
Did you, or was it a bunch of small children in China? What's the label say? It might be Taiwan.
I don't know.
Or Thailand.
I'm sweating.
Okay, go. So, What are your red flags that you exude out into the world?
Okay. So I don't believe, honestly, that I actually do have that many red flags because I have worked on myself.
Sure.
But my one red flag that I know that I have, and my friends will be like, you better say this one, is that I'm a Taurus.
Me too. Clocked.
So I know that I do jump to, I'm impulsive.
Sure.
So I jump to like thinking that I have things figured out.
Sure.
And then I marinate on it. And then I maybe come back and I go, well, maybe that wasn't the right thing to like stick my guns to.
Sure.
So it's kind of like if I make a decision on something, I make the decision and I think I'm really like set on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like think about it. So I think that's a red flag because that goes across like everything.
You know what? I've
Business
noticed that.
Okay.
Not disrespectfully. I've noticed that because you
I just
have
think
ideas.
I'm sure of
yes.
things.
You have
we've
ideas,
talked about this.
business
Yeah.
ideas or
And you're like,
conceptual
slow it
ideas.
down.
Conceptual ideas are like, we should do this, this, and this for this thing. And I'm like, Andrew, the people are not going to get behind that. Or that's cracktina. Pull it back, diva. Come up with some. Let's pull it back.
Yeah.
Let's go to not necessarily the drawing board, but the editing bay, and let's
Correct.
edit it down.
Yeah.
But you'll always be like staunch about
very
your ideas.
stubborn. Not stubborn in a negative way. It's just staunch of like, okay, no, this is
Because
a
you'll
good
have
idea.
a great
This
idea,
is
but you'll be like, this is the idea, and I'm like, no, it's not.
and then I think about it. I go, you're right.
You're like, that's not gonna work. That people aren't gonna come to that, or like or like. You need to add something that's like a wider appeal or something stronger. Like, I've seen it.
Yeah,
and I can.
We've talked about it. We've talked about it,
and it's a red flag in some regards because it's a red flag from a men's perspective, like for man's but
I think it's.
But
just,
it's more just like a
it's a red
character
flag
flaw.
for me. For myself.
Yeah.
Like I don't really do that. Like I'm not doing that in like a dating world in a way, but like What?
I feel like you think you're not doing that in a dating world, but I have heard you literally talk about people in a way that you've gone on dates with in a way that's like they did this one thing and I've staunchly and I go, it doesn't actually seem that bad, diva.
Yeah, but maybe it's not to you, but it is to me.
But what you tell to me is sometimes, not all the time, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, they're trash, like, bye. But I feel like sometimes your reactions in like a dating sense have been, and you tell me about them, and I go, diva, let's back down a little bit. You're a little heated.
But maybe it's just that I'm not interested in them. Yeah. So that I think that honestly is just my one red flag because I have worked on myself of like personal stuff and just the way I like view the world and my opinions and just like really just focusing only on myself. But we'll get into green flags. But yeah, I think that's the red flag.
There's probably more.
But no, I don't think so. But I think that, being self-aware is a green flag. So like talking about that red flag allows me to work on that. And I think that we should cheers to that.
This would have been the time we could have put them in the koozies. Oh well.
Whatever. All right.
So. I shaved my arms and I'm wearing a fucking sleeve today. Anyway, what are your green flags so we can wrap this shit up?
Oh. We don't have a lot of time to talk about how great I am.
No, we can probably fit it in a couple minutes.
Okay, so I think one of my green flags is that I am very communicative.
Yeah.
I think that I am able to communicate my feelings and have conversations with people and just about like most things.
Sure.
I'm very open. I am not that open.
Yeah, it's a fucking dust cloud in there.
Cobwebs.
It goes.
Bats fly out.
It's the start of the Scooby-Doo episode.
Okay, can we stop talking about my hole? Thank you.
It's Andrew Butthole. Andrew Butthole Mocktail. Thank you very much.
Oh, God. But yeah, so I think that...
We gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up.
It always goes to my butthole.
We gotta wrap it up. We have 2 seconds
God,
left.
our friendship is just about my ass.
Well, it'll be about my ass next week, so bitch, period. I mean, come on. This is what happens when the episode's just about you.
I know, seriously. Yeah, so I would say that I'm very self-aware. I'm able to, like, dissect
Just go. Just talk.
I'm able-
I have a minute over here by myself. You just talk. Keep it on Andy's
God,
cam.
this is I'm very self-aware. I really I think that I have a vision of what I want my life to be like, and I'm executing it. And yeah, I'm just and I think a little self-confident, but in a healthy way.
And who told you that? And who said you had it healthy?
We gotta go. I'm sweating. I'm sweating again.
am sweating. Like, my armpits are sweating. There's no fan in here. I'm gonna have to replace
honestly, can we call OSHA because these work environment conditions? Oh wait, are they disbanded? By the time this episode comes out, they
OSHA
will not
will be
exist.
dead. The Department of Education will be dead.
R.I.P. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Wait,
ending the episode on a good laugh.
Oh my God, I'm so pissed.
What?
We didn't order Chipotle.
I know. This has really been an episode. Everyone, please give it up for your interviewee today. It is, of course, the Mr. Andrew Mocktail Crumb himself, Paciana Dupree. Thank you for being here, Miss Little Debbie.
What? Thank you so much for having me.
In our own pod lab.
I can't wait to get deep with you.
Oh, I'm almost an open book. Almost.
I can't wait to figure out what you're not open about so that we can get right in there and then cut it out like we cut out some of the other things.
Yes.
We said this.
So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming to episode 3 of Cheers to That. Of course, it was an amazing episode. I was here. I looked amazing. Follow the links in the description.
Yes. Oh, wait. Let's do that. Smash that. Definitely fucking like us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're all over the place, and we're coming at you live.
Recorded. Not live.
2 weeks late.
2 weeks after we recorded, they come out.
And I think at the end of each episode, we should put our event flyers up to events that we've done, that we have coming up.
Of course, we have the Gaga release party.
That's release party. We're traveling to Rochester to do a Queens of Hip Hop dance party, which will be so fun.
What day is that on?
And then March 29th.
Okay, period.
Saturday. And then we probably at this point have announced our Helium Comedy Club Queer Pride Comedy Showcase. Oh my God, that's just so exciting. Comedy is a big part of my life. If you are friends with me and you know me, I love comedy. I love laughing. And
thank you, Poppy, for sponsoring us. This has been an amazing episode. We'll tell you more about the upcoming amazing events that we have coming with Sober 16, coming with Willa DeWist, coming with Andy, coming with Cheers to That pod. And of course, as always, raise your glasses with us if you've been watching and drinking something non-alcoholic.
Love Pink.
Love Corey King. Cheers to that. Ding.